Close to winning it at the end, but it's a game we could have lost as well because they've had the double post in the first half, and massive goalmouth scramble at the end of in the midway through the second half as well. So I think on reflection it's probably a fair result. It was a really competitive game. They had lots of good players. They were younger at the end, but at the start they had some of their senior players playing and played a different system to what we've come up against in recent past. The 3-4-3, same system that Chelsea played under Conte. So it can be difficult to pin down those wingers. So that was good. Good test again. High level opposition. We'll play games in the Championship against teams that are not as good as that, and not as good as the team we played the other night in Besiktas. So both the games been real good test.
And one thing they did too as well, especially in the first half, for the first half hour or so, they were pressing, giving no time to play football. And you will come across against tests like that. So it's good to. That's what you want. You want these competitive games where you're kind of getting a different challenge to maybe what we had a few nights ago.
Yeah, the games have built in intensity ever since we played Eastleigh at the start of the pre-season. We're 5 games in now. Obviously, we lost the first 2 games, but players were really fatigued. We've drawn the last 3. It'd be nice to win the last one going into the start of the season.
And tonight's game too, as you say, it wraps up the trip. Not quite, because we've got a little bit of work to do tomorrow. But what are your overall reflections on the trip? Hopefully you're satisfied with the work that's been done out here in Austria.
It's been really beneficial. 2 high-level games, fantastic hotel and training facility that we used. Really nice people down this way. Weather's been good. We haven't quite finished yet. Got another training session tomorrow morning before we fly back, and there'll be a rest day before we get back in at Hogwood and prepare for the last game against Crystal Palace before the start of the season.
And none of that's to be taken for granted, really, because I mean these trips it's a really packed itinerary. There's any number of logistical things that could go wrong and stuff. So to come away feeling satisfied is probably I'm sure it's you weren't going to take that part for granted.
The club have supported us brilliantly in organising a really good trip. These trips are not cheap. They involve a lot of finances to get it right. So we're grateful for that, and we hope it's going to help us at the start of the season.
And lastly, you touched there at the start of the season. It's 2 weeks tonight, so it's all gearing up towards that now. Hopefully, you feel like the team is going to be peaking at the exact right time. Hopefully. Yeah,
we're getting that a little bit sharper. The tactical ideas are being embedded. So confident with another couple of weeks training, we'll be ready for the first game.